Now, I understand a lot of y'all weren't even born yet when 9/11 happened, or you were very young and don't even remember anything about it or anything like that. But for the older people like me that was around when 9/11 happened, you can ask anybody. I mean, I know a lot of y'all are going to see pictures on Facebook today that says, "Do you remember where you were at?" And the reason that's so meaningful is because that moment in America's history was so huge and so devastating that I'm pretty sure. I mean, I remember exactly what I was doing when I watched that second plane crash into the towers on live national television. Oh boy. Come on. But excuse me. It's I can tell I'm getting a cold. It's been horrible weather here in Missouri here this week. Been real cold, real rainy, so yeah, I'm getting a cold. But yeah, I mean, you ask anybody my age or a little bit older, I remember exactly what I was doing on 9/11. I remember walking into school. In fact, I was walking into music class, and I don't know about y'all's school, but my middle school growing up, we always had like a little news channel that we watched first thing in the morning. They gave out all the information we needed, in daily activities and stuff like that. And but instead of that, it was actually on national television because the first tower had already been hit. And I remember sitting there watching in my music class, watching that they showed the second plane coming, and at first people didn't know what was going on, but they put the cameras on the helicopters and stuff like that, because by this time the helicopters had already been out flying around. They were captured. And I remember exactly watching that other plane crash into that second tower and how devastating it was. And then I remember watching the news channel, watching both of those towers come completely down. Now the bad thing is, unfortunately, a lot of people forgot on 9/11 it wasn't just the Twin Towers that got hit. That's where a lot of the fatalities happened at, and that's where most of the destruction happened at. But it kills me because everybody says, "Don't forget," or "Have you forgotten?" And the sad part is a lot of people have forgotten what actually happened. People forgot that there was a hijacked plane that crashed in the middle of a field in Pennsylvania that killed people. People forget that another plane was hijacked and crashed into the Pentagon and killed many people. And people forget about those. And it's a bad deal. Bad deal. But that's not the only thing I wanted to talk about today, because I also wanted to talk about where this country has gone since then. Hold on, I'm sorry. But I remember when that happened, that this country, everybody, and I mean everybody in this country, men, women, children, black, white, Asian, Mexicans, but I know I'm supposed to hook up to this. But, you know, I remember everybody coming together as a country and being together, like holding, you know, being strong together. You know, there was no rioting going on. There was no hate speech going on. And it kills me today to see what's going on. There we go. Now where are we supposed to go with this? But anyways, you know, it kills me seeing all the stuff going on today, all the madness going on today, all the hate going on today. You know, when 9/11 happened, we didn't have hate towards each other. We had hate towards the terrorist. And, you know, and it was amazing. I still remember to this day of people coming together, of neighbors that hated neighbors coming together to be one with another, because it made us realize how quick things can change, you know. Over 3,000 people the night before kissed their families goodnight and told them I love you, just to be the last time they've ever talked to their family ever again. And all it took was a matter of minutes for all that to happen. But you know, it does, it kills me. You know, I got my personal views. I'm not going to talk about my personal views of what's going on in the world with everything that's been happening, especially here in America. But I could tell you one thing. You know, even if the big thing is, if you don't agree with somebody's opinion, don't make fun of them, don't mock them, don't call them names. Because see, what you all don't realize is, as much as it irritates me that I don't agree with somebody, I'm not going to hate them for it, because one of the reasons that our military men and women fight for us is to have that right to have an opinion. Don't mean you have to agree with it. Don't mean you have to accept, or you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to, side with them. You're allowed to have your own opinion too. That's the great thing about this country, is you're allowed to have your own opinion. The problem is the moment you start downplaying somebody else's opinion, you're just as bad. You're just as bad as the problem is. The other big problem is I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nothing going to change in this country. Not one damn thing is going to change until we all stop fighting each other and try making compromise. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go into my views of the situation. I think a lot of my friends know exactly where I stand on certain things. You know, I've obviously talked about it with the guys during streams and stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, like me and a friend of mine, a buddy of mine, who is black, and I know people are going to say that's racist. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call you African American. And the reason that being is because my buddy was born in America. He wasn't born in Africa. He's just as American as I am. And see, that's the big problem. And a lot of it has to do with social media and do with the media itself. Media is so hard trying to split everybody up that people forget who they are. They're not African American. They are an American. You know? It is what it is. I know I'm probably going to lose subscribers for some of the stuff I'm saying. I don't really care. I really don't. Because our big problem in this country right now is nobody wants to shut the fuck up and listen to the other side. Nobody. And I'm talking both sides. You know? I'm not going to lie. I'm full-blown Republican. I was born that way. I was raised to be a Republican. I'm always going to be a Republican. And I'm telling you right now, I'm embarrassed for my Republican side just as much as I am for Democrat side, because people on both sides of the line don't want to take the time to listen to the other side. All everybody wants to do is fight and act like a bunch of kids. And I'm telling you right now, what the fuck is that going to solve? You know, me and my buddy had a conversation the other day at work, and we talked about that. How the biggest problem with this country is nobody wants to listen. And then when they do listen, instead of, you know, trying to hear out what the other person's saying, they automatically call them stupid. They automatically say they're wrong, or they're racist, or they're, you know, ignorant. Now, yes, there's obviously a bunch of ignorancy running around this country right now. A lot of it. But, you know, you do have people that are trying to make a change for the good that are being overpowered by the stupidity. They can't get their point across because of what other people are doing. And it's sad. It's very sad. You know, I remember growing up in the 90s. I remember when 9/11 happened. I remember how this country came together to be one. There was no division, man. I'm telling you right now. When 9/11 happened, fucking everybody was side by side, fighting for the same reason. Not fighting against each other. You know, not doing stupid things. But it is what it is, I guess. There's not a whole lot I can do nowadays, you know. The reason I don't like talking about it is because, you know, like I told my buddy, no matter what you say or what you do, you're wrong and you're stupid in somebody's eye. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. But anyways, guys, we're gonna call it a video as soon as I deliver this trailer. I'm sorry for the rant. Please, again, today, guys, it's 9/11. I know most of y'all weren't even born when 9/11 happened. But promise me you'll listen to me when I tell you. Especially due to the fact that what really pisses me off is the fact that I hear that schools are no longer teaching about what happened on 9/11. They don't want to talk about it. 9/11 was a tragic day, but it was a good day too. It was tragic for what happened upon this country. It was tragic for the people that lost their lives. But it made everybody in this country come together and stand as one. Hence, united we stand. That's what happened on 9/11, is united we stand. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Anyways, guys, that's going to do for this video. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know anytime I post a video or go live with the live stream, make sure the bell symbol next to my subscribe button. That'll notify you when I do either one. As well as going to my Facebook page, Outcast, Posse's Facebook page, which links to those are in the description below. As well as everybody's YouTube channel, everybody's Twitch channel. So make sure you check everybody else out there. Always post some badass shit. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace!